Hi, I'm Chris DeGiorgio. I'm a retired partner with Accenture, and I currently am on an advisory board and a startup board director. I was really interested to hear what Accenture has to say. There are a number of firms that put out points of view and forecasts of what's hot this year, but I think Accenture's has the right balance between what's both trendy but also impacting business today. These are not futuristic type things 3 to 5 years from now. These are things that are in the next 12 to 18 months. And that's important for me on the companies I advise. They need to know what's happening in the next year, not what's going to happen 3 to 4 years from now. So today, what's interesting is to compare back to what happened in the last year and the year before. A lot of things that we were all talking about back then didn't show up anymore. What happened to virtual reality? What happened to even security has now made its way into the mainstream. So this further proves to me that things that we were looking at a few years ago are now become mainstream today. And then I really was interested to hear what the next things coming around are. And I would say the other interesting takeaway here is that this is not just about a list of technologies and companies we should all go buy stock in. This is about major corporate trends, mega trends is the old term, of what's really pervasive at the global enterprise company level. And that's a unique benefit for me. So of the trends that I heard today, I'm a personal interest in what's happening with educating the workforce, educating consumers on all the advanced technology coming down the pike. It's one thing to have Internet of Things, a nice fancy refrigerator that's linked to the internet, but the reality is, how are consumers ever going to adopt and onboard and use these things? So they keep them, and so those are successful. So I happen to be on the board of a company that makes a software product that helps to address this problem. So I was very excited to hear that was one of the first trends they talked about here, which is the ability to educate and bring consumers along complex learning curves for all this new technology coming down the pike. Overall, this is, again, a great experience. 4 hours. This is not a flyby. This is a very in-depth conversation. It's not only led by an organization that did their real research on this, the value of the organization, of the people who attended from SVEN, really bringing their points of view and challenging that, and actually a couple times now and then calling BS on that, which really makes it useful for me. It's not just like watching a TED Talk. This is interactive, and this is really vetting the ideas. And I think that interaction makes it a better outcome.